Macca's Guides.
Hey everyone, Macca here, and welcome back to the continuation of our Sniper Elite Resistance Collectibles Guide. This is Mission 3, and near the very start of the mission, you can walk forward and pretty much immediately turn to your left to find our first Stone Eagle. Moving into the mission, you'll end up between these roads in this small little cluster of buildings. It can be hard to tell exactly where I am, but there is the lowest point of this area. A couple of staircases lead to it. There's an alarm in the middle, and you'll notice a blue door, which you may want some bolt cutters to get through. You can find the bolt cutters just next to them. And once you get inside, you should be able to find your SMG Workbench for the mission. Additionally, in that same kind of cluster of buildings, you'll find a bonus objective for investigating the safe house for clues, and there are a couple of collectibles you'll want to grab here. Starting off from the outside, you'll be able to find hidden item number 3, which is the poster that will unlock a challenge in the menu. You can find it on the small building next door to the safe house. Once you have that, let's go ahead and go into the safe house. Using this staircase, you'll end up kind of on the main floor. And while on the main floor, you want to head kind of towards the north, and you should be able to find hidden item number 1 inside of this room here. Last but not least, if you go upstairs using the other staircase, you'll be able to find the clues that I believe finish off the optional objective, as well as personal letter number 3. They may even be the same collectible, actually.
This letter says there's another safe house.
From there, we'll use the bridge on the left in order to cross into the main town, which is kind of the open area where the actual mission takes place. As you come down this bridge, stay near the left-hand side, and on some containers and a wooden box, you should find the next hidden item. At the end of the bridge, keep going straight, and you'll stumble upon another optional objective for finding the missing resistance cell. And it'll point you towards this kind of restaurant area. And if you go into the restaurant and then out the back door, you'll end up in a courtyard behind these buildings. And then from here, what we can do is find the kind of rain gutter next to these stairs. And if you climb up, you'll notice an open window that you can shimmy into. And once you shimmy into there, you'll find the optional objective, but you'll also find a safe key. And we're going to need that safe key for the collectible, which is personal letter number 1. So go ahead and go in here to complete the optional objective, and make sure you pick up that key before you move on. And that key is going to be for the safe inside the delicatessen. So head back outside, go through that window, go down the rain gutter, and then don't go into the building that we came from. There's actually an adjacent building right next to it. So kind of just go a little bit diagonally across the courtyard and into the staircase that goes down. Here you'll end up in the delicatessen, and here you'll find the safe you need. You can also find a satchel charge, but that's a little bit louder, especially on the harder difficulties. Not really worth it.
A trusty sidearm.
From the safe inside of the delicatessen, you can also find the Parkview Apartments starting location. Head back into that courtyard we were just at, and just continue to head east. I'll show you where we are on the map, but as you head through here, you'll notice a small staircase that leads to some apartments. And here there are 2 staircases you can take to get to the top. There's actually nothing here except for that starting location called Parkview Apartments, which may be a good place to start at if you are playing on authentic difficulty. Now we'll be working our way kind of clockwise around the outside of the map, and here you can just quickly enter this courtyard where the huge main building is. And as you enter, if you enter from this area, you'll go past a gate, and then just in front of you, there will be a small little platform with a couple of park benches, and up here, you'll find personal letter number 5 according to the in-game menu. You'll then want to go to the very kind of top left corner of the map, and from this intersection, you can actually find a couple of collectibles. Let's start off by looking towards the east using our compass in the bottom right corner. And at the very top of the building, at the end of the road, you can see the stone eagle hanging out outside. So let's go ahead and take that stone eagle out. And from this intersection, you can actually find your next one. by looking directly south from where you're standing. You'll notice the big building with the 2 arches, and on the other side of the arches, you'll see another one of the main buildings we'll need to go to for our main objective, and here you'll find another stone eagle. Additionally, while you're here, there is a document you'll need to grab, which is located inside of the building. You'll want to get all the way to the top floor by using the outside ladder, staircase, and ladder again. There will be an enemy up here, but once you clear them out or just sneak by them, you'll be able to find the classified document before going back down and continuing clockwise around the map. So one of our main objectives is to investigate the train station, and that's where I'm at the train station. I've taken care of all of the enemies, but let's go ahead and grab some collectibles. As you enter, go up the stairs, and you'll end up going kind of above where the entrance is. It doesn't matter if you go left or right, but as you enter into the room, go to the right and look at the bench to find personal letter number 4. Additionally, while up here, we can find a classified document that's tucked away in the side room connected to the larger room above the entrance. We'll then end up outside of the train station, continuing our journey clockwise around the map. And on the corner where the train station starts to meet the kind of railroad, inevitably, you'll be able to find a kind of small little door that's attached to a longer building. Enter through that door and you should see a locked door you can go through. Go into there and then up a small staircase around the corner to find the pistol workbench. We'll then kind of end up near the middle of the map in front of the huge hotel. This is another one of our main objectives. And as you enter the hotel, directly in front of you from the main entrance on the bar, you'll be able to find the classified document. The next 2 collectibles can be a little bit complicated, but let's hop over the bar to find the penthouse key. With the penthouse key, let's go ahead and start making our way up the hotel. Go to what I, as a Canadian, would call the 2nd floor. And then from the 2nd floor, you can head into the corner to find the next staircase to go up another floor to the 3rd floor. Again, if you're European, this might be classified as the 2nd floor. I know it's a little bit complicated, but on this floor, if you then go diagonally across from where you went up the staircase, you'll notice that there's a window you can climb out of. After you climb out that window, just shimmy across to the other open window. This will lead you into a room that is otherwise locked, and in that room, you can find the letter sitting on the desk here. So let's go ahead and now backtrack back into the hotel. So climb out the window, shimmy across, and then end up inside of the window that we used previously. Once in here, let's get our bearings set a little bit. Climb inside, and then you'll kind of want to go east. And if you go to the east corner or the northeast corner of the building, you'll find yet another staircase. But instead, what we're going to do is climb through this window as well. Here we'll actually find a rain gutter. We could climb up, and this will lead to another window. Then we'll be at the top floor of the building where we can find one of the clues for the super weapon, which is our main objective. But that clue is also one of our classified documents.
Intel on the super weapon project and its name.
Last but not least, before exfiltrating, you may want to also grab the last few collectibles as well as the kill list. And this is available from where the bridge meets the main island. You can then kind of come down and end up near the canals or near the river. And inside of the kind of first little barn area, you'll be able to find a rifle workbench, which you should interact with. Next, I'll show you the kill list, and you're going to want to use your binoculars to find the person who is on the kill list. For me, they were right next to this rifle workbench, although I don't think this is where they're supposed to be, as our objective is to kill them using cargo. And if you scan along the riverside, you should notice 2 places where cargo is often available. And if for some reason, like for me, your kill list target is not near the cargo, you can just knock them out using either knockout ammo or just pacifying them hand-to-hand combat. And then you can just carry them over to the cargo, and then you can shoot the cargo to fall on top of them, killing them and completing the kill list challenge, unlocking you 1 further weapon. So that's kind of 2 ways to do it. You can either do it where they are supposed to be naturally, or you can then knock them out, put their body down, and then throw the cargo down on them in order to grab it. The game doesn't really care how you do it. While here, we can also find classified document number 4, which is collectible 19 out of 19, but there is a starting location you should grab before you leave. Either way, head up the tower near the middle of this kind of riverside area to find classified document number 4. And then if you want, you can exfil or find the last starting location, which is the signal box. To get the signal box, you'll want to kind of head westward towards the railroad tracks or the train tracks. And then at the end of the docks, you'll find a ramp. That ramp leads up to a fence. You can cut that fence in order to find the starting location named Signal Box. That's it for Mission 3. Thanks for watching. Make sure you have everything done before you leave the mission, and I'll see you in the next one. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon for supporting the show. Peace.